This is the four-man rush. Hello, Panther fans, and welcome to another podcast of the four-man rush. I'm your host, Timmy V.O., here with Kevin, Jadarius, and Will. And major shout out to our man Larry, who couldn't be with us today because he's at the hospital where he welcomed in another member of the family. He's Uncle Tom's. How many is this now? 2, 3, 4. He's an uncle again. And so congratulations, shout out to your family, Larry, and hope everything works well. Make sure they're a Panther fan. Just saying. All right. Anyway. So glad you're able to join us here. For those of you guys on live or Twitter and Facebook, what's up? Good to see you guys again. And before we jump into today's show, shout out to Manscaped, of course. If you haven't tried out Manscaped, you should. And then let me tell you why. If you look down here at the bottom, you see the ticker going. Use that code. When you go to their website, which is www.manscaped.com, use that code. You'll save 20% off your total purchase, and you'll get free shipping straight to your house. Boom. If you haven't gone to the website, prepare yourself. There's a lot of stuff out there, fellas. If you didn't notice, ladies, Manscaped is kind of geared towards men and their grooming. Ladies, if you want to use some of that stuff, feel free. It smells great. I'm just saying. But check out the website. They have a great set of packages that you can choose from. They have a trimmer that is off the chain. They had a 3.0, but now they have a 4.0. It's amazing, folks. Fellas, ball deodorant. They have a foot spray. Make sure your puppies don't smell like boo boo and all that good stuff. So, hey, Manscaped. That's where you want to go, folks. www.manscaped.com. Use that code here at the bottom, 4MRSCAPE20 when you check out. 20% off, free shipping on behalf of the Four-Man Rush and Manscaped. Get it right. It's hot outside too, man. It's sweaty. What's up, babe?
That ball toner, that is life, boy. When I tell you,
tell them,
man, make you feel like a brand new man,
boy. Especially in this heat, bro. Oh,
man, you put that stuff, you feel like them, like, dog. That's my man's in them.
Literally. So yeah, hey, folks, you gotta go try it out, man. Gotta go try it out. Again, it's fourmanrush.com. You go to our website. But so it's www.manscaped.com. That's manscaped.com. Use that code right here, 20% off, free shipping to your spot. Peace and blessings to you. Anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about the Panther roster in terms of our top tier players and who we think is going to be a top tier asset going into the season. Okay. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. So Will, we'll start with you. Jadarius, and we'll hop over to your thoughts, and Kevin, we'll go to you. I get like you guys can choose positions. It's totally up to you, man, because this. It's not like one side of the ball is really that dominant right now. On paper it is, however, So, Will, your thoughts, man. Who's your first shot?
Oh, I think first and foremost, it starts with running back Christian McCaffrey. I don't think anybody's going to argue whether he's an elite player or not. He was hurt last year. He was the third running back of all time to have a 1,000-yard rushing, 1,000-yard receiving season. Arguably the best running back in the league during 2019, made all-pro at 2 different positions. What else does he have to prove that he's an elite player right now? I think going into this year, you look at where he stands in the running back rankings, maybe make an argument for Derrick Henry off durability. So what we're saying, McCaffrey maybe 2 or 3 because of last year. But, once he's healthy for the full year, he's going to regain that throne pretty easily. He's the most complete back in the league. Running, receiving, blocking, does everything you ask for, hard worker, good leader. This would probably be the shortest convo we have out of all the players we talk about today.
Real talk. Jadarius.
Yeah, that's the that's the only surefire, true blue elite player on our roster to me. At this point, one of the only other ones that I would say has a fair argument would be Taylor Moton. Consistently does his job, right tackle. If we're talking elite, we're talking about top 5, top 10 of their position. So I'm not sure I can name 5 or 10 better tackles better than Moton, or more consistent than Moton, or more versatile than Moton is. So I would say Taylor Moton is on the cusp, but I would not call him elite yet.
Right on. Kevin Avery.
Yeah, so with Jadarius grabbing my offensive lineman, so I feel like I'm at the flipping on the other side. Y'all talked about offense so far. For me, I think who's definitely on the verge and the cusp is our very own Spider-Man, aka Brian Burns. I think that he's like, salivating at the chance to really explode on the scene. I think that his playmaking, his athletic ability, and just his all-out motor is really what sets him apart from just being, talented like so many other players in the NFL. He's got one of, if not the best bends as a defense in the NFL. And when we say bend, it's that when he can turn his body and get real low, real small, quick to get up underneath to, up underneath that lineman's hands. That's what I'm talking about when I talk about getting, having that type of bend and still remain controlled. But for Brian Burns, I know that his first year, injuries hampered him. Shout out to Ron Rivera for putting your defensive end on special teams, playing punt return. I noticed you ain't try that shit with Chase Young.
I mean,
I was looking for it. I really was, but hey, it is what it is. Second year, he definitely showed you the flashes and of what he can do. Unfortunately, our defense, I think that by giving up so many third downs and wearing out, I think that eventually Brian Burns did wear out. He'll still show enough to let you know he's still out there. He literally was responsible for our pass rush. When you think about it, because outside of him, who else can you say consistently, gave the offensive line something to worry about? And that's what I'm looking forward about this upcoming season. But overall, for me, I think Brian Burns is definitely, with this been his third year, with him seeing how the type of money that defensive ends are making. When you talk about elite defense ends, we're talking 17, 18 million plus. Like, I can't remember what I think what Khalil Mack's getting, like 20 million this year. I think what Bosa brother just resigned for like a heck of a lot. So yeah, the money is there for the position. And he could possibly double dip because, when we go on the 30 front, he's playing an outside linebacker. So, he can definitely take advantage of, possibly getting the best of both worlds when it's trying to, redo that contract because, the Panthers do play a hybrid defense. So, you can see him with his hand in the dirt in the front, or you can see him standing up on the outside in the 30 front coming out the edge. So, that versatility is another thing that stands out about him, along with his athletic talent and just his all-out football hunger and desire. I like the fact that he's super talented, but he comes off as humble. You don't really hear him be I'm the shit type of guy, and I think his brother, former Panther Stanley McClover, has a lot with doing that, with him having that type of mind frame. But yeah, for me, Brian Burns is definitely on the cusp. I think by before the year is out, I think his name gonna be on in a lot of mouths in the national media.
Word. You guys covered it. I outside of those fellas, I can't put my finger on anybody else, bro. I mean, I can't even put DJ up there like that, man.
Man, rewind a little bit back to Taylor Moton. Are we talking elite tackle or elite right tackle? Because, I mean, you look at tackles, I mean, you got Trent Williams. I mean, he's in a world of his own with San Francisco.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the Green Bay's left tackle, Bakhtari, who's, I mean, probably up there top 2 as well. You got Ramczyk. Both Saints tackles are probably better than Moton, Ramczyk, and Armstead. So now you're in top 4.
Ravens have a good.
Yep, you got Ronnie Staley in Baltimore. I mean, that's 5. You got, maybe top 10, you can argue for Moton. I mean, Lane Johnson. You got Jack Conklin, who made first-team All-Pro last year. So, I mean, I think you can argue Moton being a top 10 tackle either side right now. Probably top 5 right tackle. So maybe we do have 2 guys that can be solid top 5 players at their position if you just consider right tackles for Moton.
That's what's up. Now I like Chin. I like Chin, but even in his interview himself, he played a lot of will linebacker as opposed to safety. So do you put him in a safety category, or do you put him in a linebacker category in terms of his play, since he's only played 1 season? He'll be exclusive. Well, you can't say that really because Snow mixes it up. But if he's playing strictly safety, he has potential to be a badass. If his coverage skills can improve, he can be a top 10 safety. Absolutely. And we lost Will, and see he'll come back here in a second. But so I know next we were going to talk about DJ as a whole, if I'm not mistaken. There you go, Will. I think we're going to talk about DJ. DJ Moore. Is he a badass? I mean, does he belong in the top 10 wide receiver talk? I mean, he has shown flashes. I mean, hell, he's a 1,000-yard receiver. I mean, alongside with another 1,000-yard receiver. So I mean, DJ Moore, man. I mean, let's talk about DJ, bro. Why didn't you put DJ in the top tier category when we talk about Panthers, Will?
You got to think about how many good wide receivers there are in the league right now. It's not really a knock against DJ the player. I mean, he's a phenomenal player, great athlete, great playmaker. I mean, he's going to get paid, get a good extension, and hopefully be a Panther for a long time. But just look at that. I mean, this question is, where do you rank them league wide? I mean, I don't think you can, with a straight face, justify top 10. I mean, Devontae Adams, absolutely not. DeAndre Hopkins, Allen Robinson, Julio Jones, Tyreek Hill. So I'm at 5 right now, where you can't make any argument for DJ yet, right? I mean, you got Michael Thomas, Stephon Diggs. You got A.J. Brown. You got Mike Evans, Justin Jefferson. That's 10. You got Thielen. That's 11. Evans, Godwin, Amari, DK Metcalf, Keenan Allen. I mean, I'm almost up to 15 wide receivers. Now, and then you get, Odell Beckham, is he going to be healthy? Maybe that's 16. Bro. So what we're looking at, maybe top 20. I mean, Calvin Ridley. So maybe DJ probably fall in that bottom piece of that top 20, top 25 range. But, I mean, considering, everybody's starting 3 wide receivers now, if you're a top 60 wide receiver, I mean, you're pretty damn good football player. But I just think this position is so deep and top heavy that I don't think you can realistically find a spot for him in the top 10 or even really top 15 at this stage yet. I mean, that's not to say he won't be there eventually, but as of today, I just don't see how you can say that.
Understand. JD, what's your thoughts on DJ, man? I know you have some mixed feelings.
I've probably been DJ's toughest critic out of the whole 4-man rush group, and it's for good reason. I think DJ's ceiling is a top 10 caliber wide receiver. I don't think he's there yet. And I don't think to put it this way, I don't think that his game is well-rounded enough at this point for me to justify putting him above even a Keenan Allen, a veteran for the Chargers that's always overlooked. I can't say that he belongs in a conversation with DeAndre Hopkins and Stephon Stephon Diggs just yet. But yeah, if we just take a look at some of his production ratings, we're looking at catch percentage. This is not adjusted by catchable balls yet. This is adjusted just by targets and receptions. There is not another top 25 receiver with the lower catch percentage than DJ Moore. And while that may be applicable to having a certain quarterback throwing him the ball, that's been trending down since his rookie year. So for whatever reason, that's not going back up. More drops than he's had probably since he's been here in a single season. And he had Kyle Allen throwing him the football.
Kyle Allen.
I mean, to be honest with you, you got to take it with a grain of salt. Because DJ will moss the mess out of two grown men.
Real tough.
30 yards down the field. And then drop a pass that touched it both hands. Like it's a matter of consistency, and he has all the ability to be one of the greats in the game right now. Athletically, after the catch, we just got to work on that before the catch stuff. Get him some higher percentage targets and catches, and then we can talk. But I don't think we're there yet.
Understandable. I mean, it's great points, fellas. Great points. Kevin, DJ or nah? No.
Go DJ. Nah, that's my DJ. Had to say that. But yeah, I mean, I'm realistic. Like with DJ Moore, with the list that Will and Jadair just put out here, I mean, you'd be hard. I mean, just it's not that hard really to think of 20 wide receivers who are more consistent with it. And when you think about it, and it ties into Panther fans who want to make that argument. We're so used to mediocrity and underachieving that when someone just shows flashes of greatness, we want to just automatically lock them in as great.
Facts.
And that's just not the case. Now, you could throw in other factors like, all right, this is going to be the seventh different quarterback that's going to be throwing the, DJ Moore. Now, we had this discussion in the chat. It's been other quarterbacks other wide receivers that's been through multiple quarterbacks, but 7 in your first 3 years, that's a lot. That's a lot of getting used to. I mean, chemistry and things of that nature. Again, not trying to make excuses. I'm just pointing out factors that tend to lead, and you got to think about it. A lot of people I know when the game is over to look at stats and yards, but JD, I like how you used to point this out in the post games. The fact of when are these yards and catches coming? You know what I'm saying? If the game in doubt and the team playing prevent, you get 4 catches for 50 yards, with them dropping back 10, 20 yards. I mean, that's, how has that impacted the game? And you're down, 24 points with 3 minutes left. So it's also about, are you making an impact early and often on a consistent basis? And the fact is that he hasn't. Now, it's not to place it all on him. I don't want this to think I'm just bashing DJ Moore, but at the end of the game, when people want to use the word elite or beast, these are players that produce under any circumstances, regardless. When you think about a DeAndre Hopkins, he went through a quarterback carousel, and he still put up top 5 numbers. When you think about the GOAT himself, Larry Fitzgerald, throughout his career, outside of Kurt Warner, who can you say he done had, as a top quarterback, to get in the ball? So, I see that the potential, like JD said, to be a top 10-ish caliber receiver. I think that is definitely that he's capable of. With the fact that, with the weapons that we've assembled, and if we can get a threat at the tight end, because you got to think about it, DJ was brought in as a yak monster, because what he does with the ball after he gets it, watch out there now. That's you can see that when he catch a ball in stride, good luck. He may not be the quote known as a speed demon, but I've when I
He
seen
doesn't
DJ
get
catch
hawked
a
down,
ball in
does
stride, I've yet to seen him get walked down. Now,
Never.
if someone can say he has or whatever, but if it has, it's not often.
Mm-hmm.
It's not often. When you could throw that ball in at them numbers, let him keep going instead of him stopping and jumping. Yeah. So I definitely see the the flashes and things of that nature. But when I'm thinking top 10, it's consistent no matter what the circumstances is, and he's just not there yet.
I agree.
I got some. I pulled some numbers while Kev was talking.
Oh,
And,
numbers.
Here we go. Yeah. So
Yeah.
as he was saying, like the elite guys, the top tier guys, produce no matter what the situation, no matter where you are on the field. Take one of the GOATs. Everybody that's a Carolina Panthers fan remembers Steve Smith. Steve Smith was a dog from goal line to goal line, period. Straight up.
Yep.
Sometimes from end zone to goal line if he was returning kicks. So it worries me that DJ Moore ranks 43rd in the league in catch percentage inside the 20. That worries me. And we're supposed to believe that he's a top 10, 15-ish guy overall. Like,
hold on, bro. Hold on.
Inside the 10, he's 21st. I said inside the 20 in the red zone. He is 43rd in the league in catch percentage. There's tight ends higher than him on the list. This is tight ends, fullbacks, everybody. So we're supposed to believe that he's an elite top 10 wide receiver, top 15 wide receiver, because he had back-to-back 1,000-yard receiving years. Like, that's not enough. We need you to produce everywhere. We need you to be assertive everywhere. DJ was despondent at the beginning of this year. I don't know if you guys remember, because Robbie Anderson came in and he got all the targets. So where was the Green Bay DJ at the beginning of the season, where he just got mad at the world and started catching everything? Like, that's what we need. That's what we need you to work on. We need that dog all the time. Wow. Goal line to goal line. If you're gonna be a top 10 receiver, none of these receivers on the in the top 15 get mad because they're not getting targets. They just get mad at at the defender and beat them so they can get the target. So inside the 10 is not that much better. He's 21st in the league in catch percentage, 20 receivers better than him, and we're supposed to believe that he's a top 10. Nah, I just can't do it. I can't do it. And one more thing, if you're an elite player, there's no way they're going to let you get to your option, because they're going to extend you. Yep. Unless your name is Taylor Moton and we just don't understand O-line. Christian McCaffrey got his extension. He was 3 years into the league.
That's it. Now, granted, he had some all-world numbers.
Right, exactly.
Granted, but still.
If you that guy, they're not going to let you get to your 5th-year option and even risk the chance of losing you. Facts. So maybe your own team doesn't believe that he's a top 10 receiver, top 15 receiver.
Go ahead, Kevin.
Oh no, I was just saying that that's definitely something to think about with the whole thing about the not getting paid before your 5th year, because when you think about McCaffrey, his first year, he's splitting carries with Jonathan Stewart. So really he earned this extension in years 2 and year 3.
It's true.
And I just feel like that with DJ Moore, I don't know how much emphasis can be placed on, like I said, because I've never been a skill player. So, is he the type of player that needs that consistency from a quarterback to step up? And I'm not saying that because others can, because everybody's built differently. You know what I'm saying? Like that chemistry is so important. And I don't want to write him off, but I also know that this is the time to put up or shut up. And depending on, also let's call a spade. Another factor is, Joe Brady don't try to get too cute at the wrong time.
Yeah. I was gonna bring that up.
Oh, my bad. I mean take it.
Oh, no. I can elaborate on it. Go ahead.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that everything's got to be perfect for DJ to have a perfect year, but I would like there to be something that is so hard for Panthers to come by with is just consistency. Consistency with quarterback play, consistency with, hell, can the line get a quarterback enough time to allow DJ to run routes that allow him to, take over? I mean, shit, if the defense sitting down because they know you running slants and outs and quick shit, I mean,
they'll just sit on your routes.
Yeah, they sit on your routes. Like, oh, this line can't hold on. Oh, he can't get but so far. Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I know where the first down marker. Yeah, he gonna be right here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just different factors. But I like to think that this year is the shut everybody up year for DJ Moore. So I'm seeing how he responds.
Yeah, go ahead, Will.
Yeah, I think the funny part about it is he is the only wide receiver in the NFL that's had back-to-back 1,200-yard seasons over the last 2 years. So it sounds like are we being a little too hard on him, considering he has produced? I think what it comes down to is the expectations for him, I think, are being an elite top 5 caliber player, which I think he has the talent to do that. Steve Smith said, they haven't been able to replace me till now, so that kind of raised the bar for our expectations of him.
It did.
But I think keeping in mind he's only 24, so I mean he's still got a lot of growing to do. I don't even think he's hit his prime yet.
God, no.
And to be, a top 20 receiver at age 24, have back-to-back 1,200-yard seasons, just starting to build that resume up towards being the guy we ultimately want to see him become. But I think this is a year we'll find out a lot. You're not going to be young. You can't use that young excuse forever. Being 25, I think he's starting to enter his prime years at 25 to 29 age range. I just want to see him, dominate man coverage. We need that go-to guy that we can go to any time of the game, can consistently beat man coverage, whether on the field, on the boundary, make plays in the red zone. I think despite the yard production he hasn't been able to, score and get that ball. I mean, like Julio Jones did have that problem, and he's probably one of the better receivers out there. But it's just something you want to see DJ start to do more often. Let's see number 2, put that ball in the end zone more often. But, I mean, we'll see. I think he will take that next step this year. Unfortunately, we got a little bit of a quarterback carousel going on and haven't been able to find consistency at that position.
Sure.
But, I mean, Allen Robinson is a guy. I mean, he's had, Blake Bortles and Mitch Trubisky throwing to him, and he's still been able to, produce consistently. So, see what he's got this year. It's one of the players I'm more excited about seeing this upcoming year.
Yeah. Yeah. What I was going to touch on in regards to what Kevin brought up as far as the coordinators and things of that nature. I mean, DJ has it. Well, let me put it like this: Joe Brady is the first, I guess you could say, receiver friendly offensive coordinator that he's had. Granted, we were run the ball, play action, get the ball down the field kind of thing with Cam and all that other stuff and the RPOs and stuff like that. So for DJ to be in Joe Brady's offense, it should show a lot more of what he can do if he's like that this upcoming year. I agree with you guys on that, man. If folks, I just ask you, keep in mind, DJ, this is really his his second year with a pass friendly offense, and he's still got a different quarterback. I mean, I feel sorry for the kid, but at the same time, bro, like y'all mentioned, man, you get him in a zone situation, he's gonna murder you. You get him in a yard after a catch situation, he's gonna make you pay. But if he gets into a situation where you can't even jam him off the line, where you just can't get your hand on him and he just gets you, He's just manipulating his routes and just making you thinking all over the place. You don't know what the hell's coming, bruh. He's going to be that guy, but he's got to do that consistently, man. Can he do that? Can he do that with another different quarterback? You know, it's like, damn.
Yeah, and one of my favorite plays was, and Will or JD, y'all can verify what type of route it was. That one in Atlanta, I think it was like an option route.
It was a whip.
A whip.
Route.
Okay.
Yeah, whip route.
Yeah, and like faked the defender out, caught it, and just like ran away from like 3 people. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, damn. You know, he caught it like at the 50-yard line and just like.
Are you talking about the stiff arm?
I think he gave a stiff arm, and I think he stiff arm one, and he like outran.
He just outran everybody else.
This was at Atlanta.
Yeah.
Because the ball came out quick, you know, and he had also that whip right they did that the defender bit on it bad, and he just called the nose to the house. Like when he make a house call, he makes a house call. Somebody playing in Atlanta, he just does well in because his first touchdown was in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
That's something. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right.
He only has like 10 like Will stated, he's only has 10 touchdowns in 3 years. So yeah, man, I wouldn't mind seeing that double in 1 year.
I would love it.
He leaving some of them in the red zone off this catch percentage we talked about.
Oh, hey, Kevin brought that up before.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
folks weren't trying to hear that though. It was Teddy's fault, you know, in the red zone, you know, but when I brought up DJ's catch percentage, you know, it was just kind of dismissed as you said, well, what about the time Teddy threw it and he got hurt?
I ain't even gonna comment on that.
Stop.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. Tim was talking about Joe Brady and how this is a receiver friendly offense. I couldn't help but to think that DJ reminds me a little bit more of Jamar Chase than he does Justin Jefferson. And I think Justin Jefferson is your consistent receiver. And DJ does better when his focus is more up the field. He's third in the league yards per reception. So, you know, he's at his best when the ball is in the air 10, 15 yards plus down the field. So maybe we need to shift our thinking as an offense and use him in that role more so than trying to use him as the guy that's going across the middle or sitting in zones or stuff like that. And you can see Stephon Diggs is another guy that eats off of deeper routes. But he can do, I think that's the difference between Stephon Diggs and DJ Moore. He can do the underneath stuff and work inside and get good breaks and get separation too. So once DJ adds that to his game, his raps, but maybe we should maybe more so focus on his strengths and have another receiver like Robbie or somebody else do the dirty work over the middle. And Robbie has the ability to go get it too. So we'll see what Joe Brady comes up with.
Yeah, I think with the red zone, it kind of went both ways because, you know, the Minnesota game, I mean, Teddy missed them in the end zone, but then in the Chicago game, a ball bounced right off DJ's chest in the end zone. Ball he should have caught. So and I think in New Orleans, he had a ball in his hands, kind of let it get away from him. So, I mean, it wasn't all on the quarterback the way people make it seem. I just think red zone is just an area where not only DJ, but we just as a team have to be better this year.
Mm-hmm. Great points, fella. Great points.
We practice red zone more, but I'm going to leave that alone. You know, that.
Shots fired. Red zone, more like a blue zone. This shit. Cold blue balls in that motherfucker.
Shit, we'd have the number one offense in the league with an 80-yard field, though. That's for sure.
I mean, from the 20 to 20, Jack, we were just murdering people from the 20 to 20. Oh, if a field goal was only 7 points. Anyway. Oh, man. Well, fellas, I mean, you know, this that part of the year, folks. You know, there's not a lot to talk about, but you know what we do talk about is relevant. Remember that. But yeah, when's the schedule coming out for camp? Or is it already
already out? It came out yesterday. I had posted and shared it. So
You on a Facebook page?
Yeah, on our Facebook page. Also, I did on my personal page. I have yet to put it up on Twitter yet, but
cool.
But yeah, definitely looking forward. It starts July 27th on a Tuesday. Well, players report on the 27th Tuesday. I think the fans can show up, for that first initial on the that Wednesday the 28th, and they'll be there all the way until August the 19th when they play their practice against the Ravens. So it's gonna be a nice time, and y'all know me. That's my time right there. I was looking at my PTO at work today, like I was calculating. I was like, okay, if I get 2 hours off this day, I can. I was just I was trying to move it around, man. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And I noticed the practice time's a little bit earlier too. Usually it's like 9 to 11. I saw a lot of 8 to 10s.
The heat, I guess.
Hey, I mean, heat ain't gonna go nowhere. So, because it can cook early in the morning too. Trust me.
It can.
Will been out there with me. He know.
It can. You can cook early. But y'all don't want that bad boy at high noon. Y'all don't want them problems. You'll dehydrate the dehydration.
Yeah, that South Carolina sun hit different.
This just sucks it out of you, bro. Like, woo, Lord of mercy. But Panther fans, y'all make sure you make it down there if you can, man. Run into the 4-man rush. They'll be down there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Fan Fest Friday, August the 6th, Bank of America Stadium from 7 to 9. So it will be Fan Fest. Now, one thing, want our fans to be aware of, they're doing differently this year. I don't know if you guys had a chance to read it yet. It says here about the, with the protocol and everything. It says proof of vaccination and face coverings are not required to attend training camp, and fans who wish to attend practice are required to register through the Training Camp Central page or the Training Camp Hub in the Panthers app, and accept the event terms and conditions, including the NFL's Fan Health Promise. More information on these guidelines can be found at the Training Camp FAQ here. So basically, autograph sessions like we used to line it up top, that's no longer going to be happening. So everybody is usually be used to wanting to get their autograph from players after practice, lining up against that fence. No more. Like that says, like right here, it says, due to NFL and NFLPA protocols, social distancing between fans and players is required, and in-person autographs will not be available. However, fans will be able to enter a free giveaway for autograph items at each practice. Again, entry will be available through the Panthers app. So again, you got to be a little bit more, active on this app, on the Panthers app to enjoy, training camp this year, because you got to sign up and make an agreement and, things of that nature. So definitely make sure you read all the details. It definitely is not going to be how a lot of us are used to. So if you show up, thinking is how it's going to be like it is, you're going to be in for a shock. So just go ahead and read up on it. It's on the Panthers.com website here. It says Panthers announced 2021 training schedule. Came out on June 30th at 3 p.m. Just read through it, get adjusted to the rules, and just get yourself in the right frame of mind when you go down there.
Yep. I don't know about y'all, but I hate surprises.
Right.
Preparation.
And we're not talking H either.
No, not talking about them roids. Talk about a hot seat. Woo, Lord. Stick a butt ain't gonna do shit for that, Jack. Anyway.
Is this a nice ass session? Now, let me stop.
Oh, man. Whew. All right, so Panther Nation, appreciate you guys coming out and checking out the 4-Man Rush podcast. We record live as always. We will be recording live from here on out. As far as I know. And of course, once the season starts off and we have games again, of course, we'll have our post game back on it, man. And that was one of the most watched videos that we put out on YouTube, man. I mean, everybody comes on here when we have a great conversation with you guys. And of course, we're talking football, we're talking real shit, things that have happened. And hopefully we'll talk about a W. We haven't talked about a lot of W's. Frankly, I would like to talk about a damn W. Just saying. I'm getting tired of going to Sesame Street just to talk about a damn W. Tired of it. Give me a damn W. Is that too much to ask? I'm just saying. Anyway. Party shots, gentlemen. Yeah, we good? Straight?
Oh, wait. I got an article dropping soon. Article dropping soon on the 4-Man Rush. We gonna plug it on Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff.
And of course, you can go to our webpage.
Yep. Do it through our website. Do it through Facebook. It'll be on Twitter. It's a pre-training camp depth chart prediction.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty in depth. It's a long article. So if you need some content, we got you.
Can't wait to see Troy Pride penciled in as a starting cornerback on your article.
Well, I knock all this over. Don't play.
Don't smack the camera. Don't smack the camera, bro. JD smacked the camera.
I wish I would do something like that.
Hey, bro, if Troy Pride comes out here and shows his ass, I'm gonna laugh.
Hey, look, I'll get his jersey. I told Kev I'll get his jersey if he can give me one interception. I'll get his jersey.
Hey, bro. All right.
Screen record it. Do whatever you got to do. It's possible. Look,
hey, no more Popeye's biscuit challenges for you though.
Oh no, don't do that.
Nah, I done made it out all right on that one. I'm good. give me one interception, Troy. I'll get your jersey, bro.
One pick. Okay.
And I won't even disrespect that. I wear it with pride.
Yeah.
You said had your bet, bro. You gonna mess around, team going on a fake punt. He gonna get an interception on a play.
I'm gonna be so sick.
But nah, that wasn't a defensive route. That was special teams. Nah.
I'm gonna have Neo on repeat. So
fake
sick.
Field goal.
Yeah.
So sick. Dude, he robbed me, bro. I feel betrayed.
Interception.
Oh, and don't let him house call it if you get a pick too, boy.
I won't hit the end of it, bro. I get a white one and a black one if you do that.
Woo.
You get that Dante Jackson pick 2, 99-yard pick 2.
Oh, bro.
Oh my God.
2 points. That's something that can run, boy. God almighty. I truly saw his speed, his real football speed when he left the whole Saints football team behind. God.
Oh yeah, they knew it at the 40 before he crossed midfield. They was like, nah.
Fuck it.
That was one or two plays I liked from that game. That one and the McCaffrey touchdown to
man hurts.
No, Martinez.
Yeah.
Wide open, that's Martinez.
Oh man. Man, I can't wait till football starts. I can't
Shout out to Martinez going to TEU.
Shout out.
Ian Thomas at home being average.
Yeah. Well, this is his last hoorah. Either you in or you ain't. I mean, you play behind Olsen. You either you in or you ain't. Just saying. NFL is not very kind to folks. They just not.
Get right or get left.
Get right or get left. We're gonna leave on that one, folks.
Right. Drop Mike.
Yeah, Martinez almost got hawked down too. You're right, he did. He did almost get hawked down. Oh man. Well, all right, Panther Nation. Of course, join us next time for Panther podcast recording. I will let you guys know when that will be. It's still, it's kind of a lull in the Panther news and all the good stuff, and so we don't want to hit you with a bunch of bullshit. We don't roll like that. Some people out there, well, we got to put something out. Come on, man.
Yeah, four-man rush don't deal with fluff.
We don't do that. We don't. If you want to fluff, go to a goddamn pillow mattress company or something. You do that. Go get a down comforter or something. We don't do that. It's real. Period. So, and we always appreciate you guys coming out, man. For real. Real talk. Shout out to everybody who joined us live. Bill, of course, Jelani, Kevin's daughter, my man Mike, Roddy, everybody, man. Appreciate you guys coming out. And look for the podcast to drop tomorrow. Well, whoa. We can't drop a podcast. We have to do it YouTube. We have to do it via YouTube because we're changing over platforms. And folks, you'll know what's up pretty soon. It's called the Pigskin Podcast Network. Yep, you'll hear about it. It drops in August. But they asked us not to put a podcast on the platform. We have to wait for that to cross over so they can, check our analytics and all that stuff. So we'll be doing YouTube productions up until that time. So, if you listen to our podcast, just go to YouTube, click that bad boy, let it fly, turn up the volume, and do your thing. All right. Or you can sit down and watch a production because we like that. So on behalf of Jadarius, Kevin, and Will, and myself, man, and again, shout out to Larry and his family. Congratulations on the new birth, the new life that came into your family, man. Big shout out to y'all. And a shout out to all you Panther fans out there. And as always, keep pounding. Believe that. And we'll holla. DJ Moore can be a beast, but he ain't yet. Just saying. Did I do that? Did I do? Oops. Y'all have a good night. I'm just taking time to really let it breathe. So baby, just chill. Yeah. She love it. We out in public and we can just chill with my partners, or we can go back to my crib and just chill under covers and do we call me and you lovers. The Four-Man Rush is brought to you by the love and respect of and for the Carolina Panthers and Carolina Panther fans everywhere. Keep pounding. The Four-Man Rush is a non-affiliate of the Carolina Panther organization. All thoughts, assessments, and content of this podcast is directly related to the Four-Man Rush exclusively. Thank you.